About the renovation and also the remodeling that this legendary institution is going through is very important in this interview with my very dear guest, Dr. Shireen Amin, Head of Scientific Office at the Child Museum at the Egyptian Museum. Dr. Shireen, I would like to welcome you in this interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So first of all, when we talk about the value of this legendary place, what is the value of the Egyptian Museum to you personally and also to Egyptians collectively?
Well, let me say that the Egyptian Museum is the first national museum established in the Middle East. It was opened in 1902. It's not just a building filled with objects. It's a source of our identity, it's a source of our culture and national pride. And for me, it's a bridge that connects past and future.
Of course.
And of course, it's a very important museum in the Arab world and in North Africa.
Of course, and of course it is our own pleasure to be here with you in this legendary place. So, talking about the renovation that took place lately, what are the main goals of this project?
Well, let me say that the renovation actually was undertaken under the umbrella of the EU, the European Union, with a cooperation with the 5 international museums. And the main goal is to renovate the display at the Egyptian Museum and redisplay the object in the galleries in order to educate and inspire the public. Also train the official in the museum in the interpretations and approaches in order to inspire the public. Moreover, restore and conserve the object at the Egyptian Museum as well and redisplay it.
Conserve.
Yes, this is one of the goals, and that was under the umbrella of the restoration department at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. In addition, to help the museum to be listed on the World Heritage list of UNESCO, and the Egyptian Museum is now under the tentative list of the UNESCO. So that was one of the goals of the renovation actually of the museum.
So we can say that this goal is achieved.
We may say yes, but we are now working on the main file to be listed on the main list of the UNESCO. The museum actually has already listed on the tentative list of the UNESCO, and we are working now on the main file. Of course, following the guidelines of the transforming project of the Egyptian Museum. Let me say as well that the 5 international European museums worked with us in that, in cooperation with a committee formed by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in Egypt and the officials at the Egyptian Museum. So we worked together in order to achieve the goals of such a massive project.
Working as a team in such a massive project as you have just mentioned is definitely highly appreciated, but also talking about this renovation process, it was handled to maintain the historical integrity of the 1902 building. So how was this handled, if you might walk us through this journey?
Well, we kept the historical fabric of the Egyptian Museum because this is very important to keep the authenticity of the display and the historical value of the place, and that's the team of the museum and the project worked to do. When we display the object in certain galleries, we keep the historical fabric of the museum. We keep the authenticity of the showcases that display the object as well. We just renovate the showcases and get the showcases inspired by historical showcases. So not introduce a new showcases to the museum. As you see, we are here in the gallery 43 in the ground floor at the Egyptian Museum, and this is the first phase actually of this project, to display the object in that gallery, and we introduce a new showcases inspired by historical showcase at the museum.
This is the first phase of the project?
Yes, the first phase actually was run here in the gallery 43. The gallery actually displayed objects back to early dynastic era and pre-dynastic era as well, and there is an important object for the King Narmer, the one who founded the first dynasty of the ancient Egyptian history and unified Egypt as one unit. So for that is the historical key object that we choose it to be in the middle of the display, and then the themes that reflect the daily lives, like the pottery in ancient Egypt, like the games that back to the early dynastic era. So that reflects the concept of the kingship, the kings and the officials, the people. So that means there is a country, there is a system in Egypt, administrative system in Egypt.
Sure, sure.
And then we redisplay some of the objects in order to clarify the historical order of the ancient Egyptian histories.
If you might mention some examples.
The statue of King Djesser, we actually displayed the statue in a dedicated showcase, in addition to parts from the faience panel found in the tomb, to link the object with the context. So that's very important.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, and introduce new lighting system in order to highlight the kingship and the officials of the people as well. In addition to this, we renovate actually the labels and the mounting of some of the objects, especially the fourth door. You know what the fourth doors means?
What is it? Tell me more
Well,
about
it's called the passage to the second life.
the passage to the second life. Okay.
So that means dead one want to receive offerings from his first world and from his people in the first life. So he listed a formula called the Hetib Deniso in order to affirm that he will get offering in the second life. And through the lighting system, we highlight that formula, the Hetib Deniso, and highlight the importance of the officials in the ancient Egypt. So that means the officials were there, not only the kings.
Sure, sure. And they are living us their legacy. They are telling us their stories, and you're working on passing these stories to audience in the proper way.
Yeah. In addition to this, we display objects of Tanis treasure, which are our iconic now at the museum.
Okay.
And it's now on display in the second floor. It's our hero after the moving the Tutankhamun to the Grand Egyptian Museum.
Yeah.
So we do have the object from silver and from wood and different jewelry found in Tanis in Sharqiyya around 1000 BC and back to the third intermediate periods. This is one of our iconic display, and it was developed in cooperation with the Louvre Museum, actually.
Yeah. Also, Dr. Shireen, talking about the exhibitions that are relocated or even reinterpreted as part of the layout strategy, if you might tell us more about this point.
Well, let me tell you about our new display for King Kiobis, King Khafre, and King Mykrinos, Khufu and Khafra and Mykrinos, Minkaura. So we display the objects of the three kings who built the pyramid in one gallery. And we redisplay the people of Egypt who lived during the Pyramid Age as well, to highlight the kingship in Egypt and the officials and the people of Egypt as well. So this was a very important approach in redisplaying the galleries according to certain themes, highlighting the role of the king and the role of the officials and the people of Egypt as well, highlighting their daily lives as well, the reliefs that back to the old kingdom that reflect the activities of the ancient Egyptian history, the music, like the hunting, like the music, and that was a very important approach in order to deliver the cultural identity of the Egyptians.
Definitely, because knowing more how the ancient Egyptians lived, it tells us a lot about their life, their stories, their mindsets even.
Yes,
right?
And that reflects that the ancient Egyptians lived their life and they want to repeat their life again. That's it, and it's not a death civilization, it's a lively civilization.
Okay, I would like to thank you so much, Dr. Shireen, for being here with us. I really enjoyed this interview, and of course I am going to have a tour and see all of what you have just mentioned in this interview.
Sure, and welcome at the Egyptian Museum at any time with a new display and new interpretation.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Most welcome.